we going to see a 60% likelihood that we're going to see a major pullback in the overall crypto market, and where this could be the best opportunity to dollar cost average into crypto? Because yes, we can see on the crypto bubbles that we can see some double-digit dumps for Blur and also Pyth. But we can see that overall, yes, we dumped around about 10% in the overall crypto market, but we see these major scam coins or failed projects pump. So could this be the indication that we're going to see an imminent pullback for the overall crypto market? And we're going to look at the charts, the facts, and also the news. But before we're going to look at the historical chart of Bitcoin to find out what could we expect, we're going to go over on the daily chart of Bitcoin. And yes, on the daily chart, we can see that we are still within this ascending triangle on the daily chart. We had a fake out towards the upside on Friday, reaching a new high, a local high of $38,430. But then we saw this retracement back into this ascending triangle. And guys, I expect first of all that we're going to come all the way back down to this major support box round about the 36,339, which is also perfectly this trend line. So we could expect that yes, we're going to get this fast move towards the downside like we saw exactly here, coming all the way back down into the support box and also towards this trend line, and that we could expect some further consolidation. But guys, at the moment the market is quite volatile, and yes, we're going to go over to the dollar currency index, because yes, in my previous video I told you that we're going to form this lower high. Yes, this is our first price target, but the second price target would be all the way down here at the $100 level. But first of all, we can see that we got this bounce exactly at the support box round about the levels of 103. So we could expect, yes, some major volatility in these areas, because the DXY might dump down and also bounce back up, and we're going to see a consolidation before we're going to get this next fast move towards the downside, which could bring Bitcoin over the 40,000. But before we're going to deep dive into the charts, guys, let's look at the historical monthly returns of Bitcoin. So over on the Bitcoin monthly returns, guys, we're going to look at the month December, because yes, we have the 27th of November, and we could expect that yes, maybe we're going to get some tax loss selling that maybe could pull the overall crypto market down. But first of all, let's look at the historical data. And we're going to focus on the halvening years, because in April we could expect the next Bitcoin halvening. So let's first of all find out when were the previous halvenings. So the second halvening, we're going to leave out the first halvening, was round about the 9th of July 2016. And if we go over to the monthly return over to 2016, we could see that December had a gain of 30%. Yes, we saw a pump of 30% in December, so we didn't have any effect of tax loss selling. So maybe this is what we could expect, that we are close to a Bitcoin halvening and that this December is going to be bullish. Let's go on to the next Bitcoin halvening, the third halvening, which was round about the 11th of May 2020. And if we go over to the historical chart, we can see that yes, in the year 2020, in December, we had a pump of 46%. So yes, guys, could this mean that this is going to continue, and we're going to see a bullish month of December, and we could expect a pump of round about 30 to 40% for Bitcoin. Let's go over to the weekly chart, because if we're going to go on the weekly chart, guys, we're going to see a pump in December of round about 30 to 40%. We're going to drag it all the way up. This would be 26%, so a little bit higher, all the way to the levels of 30%. Guys, this would perfectly be the top of this next major resistance, which would be the $48,000, and this would also line up with my end of the year prediction that Bitcoin is going to come all the way up in between the $48,000 and $50,000 level. So yes, guys, this could just be a pullback before we're going to see the next major push towards the upside. But why do I say that we have a 60% likelihood that we're going to see a pullback? Because if we go over to the historical chart, then we can see that 60% of the time we saw a dump in December. But guys, we looked at the halvening years and they were extremely bullish. So guys, yes, use this opportunity to dollar cost average into Bitcoin and some of the major altcoins. And we're also going to look at some altcoins at the end of the video. So make sure to smash up the like button and subscribe and watch the video until the end. So let's go over to the Bitcoin 4-hour chart, because yes, we can see that at the moment we got a major rejection round about the $37,800, which is also the neckline from this ascending triangle. So first of all, I could expect, yes, we're going to dump even lower towards this trend line. This is going to be my first price target, but if we're not going to hold this level, we could dump to the $36,250. But overall, I think that we're going to form a higher low, that the price movement of Bitcoin is going to latest bounce at the 36,000 US dollar level, and that we could expect, yes, a higher low, and that we could see this continuation back into this ascending triangle. But overall, I'm extremely bullish on Bitcoin, guys, and don't wait for any major pullbacks, because we could maybe just go sideways from here and see a major next push all the way to the 48,000 US dollar level, and you don't want to miss out on these major gains. Because yes, guys, the last 2 years have been a bear market, and a lot of people are leaving the crypto markets now because they think this is just a disbelief, this pump, and that we're going to dump even lower. But guys, don't exit the crypto market now. It is now the time to reinvest, and if we're seeing blood in the street, this is usually the best time to invest. So don't wait for any major pullbacks. Dollar cost average, this is going to be the best strategy. And talking about dollar cost average, let's go over to Casper, because yes, we had this major push towards the upside, but we didn't reach my price target of the 23 cents. This just gives us the next opportunity to load up even more. And we're going to take the Fibonacci retracement levels from the previous low all the way to the top from this breakout point. Now we can see, yes, we are at the moment holding the 23.6, but I expect that we're going to see a small pullback because we're forming this M formation. But guys, dollar cost average, don't wait for the 38.2, because this is ultimately going to be my next price target. We could even dump as low as the 61.8. But guys, what if the price movement is going to consolidate above the 23.6? You'll miss out on these major gains, because yes, the upside is greater than the downside. So don't wait for these small backs, which is maybe not going to happen. So dollar cost average, and if the price dumps even lower all the way to the 61.8, this will just give you opportunity to pull your average down and to dollar cost average even more. Because yes, we are at the brink of a major bull run. And let's go over to Solana, because yes, we can also see that Solana perfectly bounced off from the 23.6 exactly here, but at the moment this looks quite bearish. Yes, I think we're going to see a pullback, a minor pullback. But guys, make sure to dollar cost average, because I think this is going to be a fast move and that we're going to bounce straight back up and form even a higher high for some of the major altcoins, because Solana is a major project and I'm holding quite a lot of Solana because I think Solana is going to perform extremely well in this bull run. And yes, a driving factor in the next bull run is definitely going to be gaming. And yes, I'm looking at a coin that I missed to buy to dollar cost average into, and that is Nakamoto Games. And yes, we saw this massive push towards the upside. I looked at Nakamoto exactly here, but I waited for a pullback, but this pullback never came. And we saw this price movement come higher and higher, and we are at the moment at $1.60. But I expect, yes guys, this project can easily make a 10x or even a 30x, because a lot of people can't comprehend what we're going to see in the bull run when it comes to gaming, because this is going to be a major adoption. Yes, cryptocurrencies and gaming. The gaming industry is big already, but in combination with crypto, this is just going to be huge. So let's go over to Nakamoto Games, and over on the homepage, yes, you can see they also have play to earn games and even free to earn. And this is a major step, because at some play to earn games you have to invest or buy a character, but here you have the opportunity to play these play to earn games for free and generate some passive income. So guys, if you're interested in Nakamoto Games, go over to nakamoto.games. So I think Nakamoto has some major potential, because these games are just fascinating and also easy to play. And yes guys, a lot of people invest a lot of money in playing their mobile games like Candy Crush, so we can see that these games are similar. So I expect that Nakamoto Games is going to perform extremely good in the bull market, and I expect the easy 10x. So at the moment I'm dollar cost averaging into Nakamoto Games. I bought Nakamoto Games exactly here, but guys, I only invested a small amount because I expected, yes, we're going to get a small pullback, and I'm going to load up at each and every dump that we're going to see, because yes, we saw this major pump already. If we look at the price all the way from the beginning of the year, the 2nd of January, all the way to the price movement at the moment, we saw a pump of, yes, 2,300%. And yes, the bull run hasn't even started and the retail investors didn't even enter the market. So we could expect that, yes guys, a lot of people are going to FOMO in at the price levels of $10 or even $20. And we could even see that Nakamoto Games has this major push towards the upside because gaming is really going to drive adoption. So yes guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and smash up the like button. And if you always want to stay up to date, make sure to be in my free Telegram group. And guys, yes, in this week, I'm also going to launch a video about Solana and airdrops on 10 projects. So this gives you the major opportunity to get free coins by just interacting on new platforms that didn't even launch a coin. So you could potentially get 10 airdrops from different projects. And in the history we saw with Uniswap, also Arbitrum, they had like massive airdrops up to $1,000 per project. So yes, you don't even have to invest a huge amount to get these airdrops. You just have to interact with the platforms and also the networks to be eligible to get these airdrops. And yes guys, this could mean that we're going to get up to 10,000 US dollars in free money. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe exactly now. Because yes, I'm going to upload this video in about 2 days, so make sure to subscribe. And guys, yes, let's go over to the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, because yes, at the moment we can see this doesn't look all too bullish. And first of all, I expect that Bitcoin is going to at least dump all the way back down to the level of 36,600 US dollars, because if you look at the DXY, yes, at the moment, let me just remove all these drawings. On the 15-minute chart, we can see that the dollar index perfectly bounced off from the support box. So first of all, I expect that we're going to bounce in these regions and maybe come all the way up to this previous resistance round about the $103.60. And what we could see, yes, we are forming a lower high. But yes guys, I expect that we're going to break this major support box, because if we go over on the weekly chart, yes, we're getting some support exactly in these regions, because we can see it was previous resistance and also support exactly in these levels. But overall guys, I expect this dump even lower, because the dollar is a major scam. So guys, dollar cost average into the major altcoins, because now's the time to really invest, because the next 2 years we're going to see a bullish market. Make sure to be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.